Alright guys, I'm trying to make this video for somebody who might not have a launch monitor as it is already, but is looking to get into one. At this current time, you have levels to this shit. So launch monitors have levels. You have like your budget $2,000 launch monitors, and then you can go all the way up to like $15,000 launch monitors. I recommend, just from a realistic point of view, I recommend staying in about the $4,000 launch monitor level. I started with the SkyTrak, and then SkyTrak dropped integration with the E6 Apex software that I love so much. By the way, E6 Apex is probably one of the most realistic softwares. And so SkyTrak dropped integration with them. And so they kind of left me hanging. And so I found mevo Gen 2 to be exact. And I kind of liked mevo Gen 2 because, you don't have to put it right next to the golf ball. The SkyTrak you have to put right next to the golf ball. And if you have friends over, when you have the SkyTrak sitting right next to the golf ball, a lot of people will get nervous just from how close the SkyTrak sits to the golf ball. So I was kind of liking the radar-based tracking of the mevo. And I'm sitting out in my golf room right now, and the mevo is right there. But what happened with the mevo is I'm hardwired to the Ethernet. My garage here is 100 feet from my house, and I'm hardwired to my house internet via Ethernet cable. It's like 100-foot cable that comes out to my garage. And the mevo Gen 2, every time I would come out here, every time, and I'm talking about for a 4 or 5 month period. Now, take into account, I love this mevo when it works, but it doesn't work that much. And the main thing I loved about it was you don't have to sit it right next to the ball like the SkyTrak and the radar and shit. But I would get 2 or 3 shots red, and it wouldn't shut off. It would still say connected and ready, but you would hit a shot and it would no read. And keep in mind, I don't care if I hit a bad shot. I am fully capable of hitting a bad shot. I do not care if I hit a bad shot. What I do care about is a no read. So if I hit 10 bad shots and they all register as like way too left, way too right, way too left, way too right, I don't care. But this mevo Gen 2, I would hit shot after shot after shot after shot after shot, and it would just no read, and it would still say it's connected. And keep in mind, I'm hardwired to the Ethernet. So what I would recommend is get a launch monitor that has an Ethernet port on it, because I think by doing that, and that's about the $4,000 range, like I was telling y'all, stay in the $4,000 range. Don't go below that. So if you're just starting out and you're like, I want to see if I like this shit, even then, I wouldn't recommend you get mevo or SkyTrak. SkyTrak is kind of funny because they think they have SkyTrak sim software, SkyTrak golf sim software, and they think the graphics are good, but the graphics are complete garbage on their software, and it's just funny to me. But yeah, I would not. Also, guys, if you want to ask me my opinion, I would not spend $15,000 on a golf simulator program, even if I had the money. Let me tell you this: even if I had the money, I would not spend $12,000 on golf simulator software. There's just so much else I could put the money to that's realistic. You know what I'm saying? I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to sell the mevo and the SkyTrak, and I'm going to have to get a. I'm thinking about a launch box. It's either going to be a launch box or a something above. Have you guys ever seen? They have the It looks just like that light. It's a launch monitor that sits on the ceiling, and I might have to get that. But right now I'm just really frustrated. Skytrak dropped integration with E6 Apex, which is, like I said, is one of the best. And they dropped that about the beginning of this year. So I said, okay, I'll try mevo Gen 2. And like I said, it's just been shot after shot after shot of no read after no read after no read. And like I said, man, I just came up here after work trying to decompress. And it's just bullshit when it doesn't read. I'm actually starting to get really tired right now because I cut 4 big mansions, striped it up and everything. I put the stripes on these mansions. I did checker stripes on one. One I had to double cut. So I guess you could say I did 5 today because I had to double cut one, which was like an acre and a half. I had to double cut the whole thing. I just really don't appreciate mevo Gen 2's customer service right now. I literally got on the phone with this guy, Ash, and he literally told me the problem was fixed. And I'm not a bad troubleshooter. I've been raised on video games. I was raised on video games from a young age, from like the 90s. I was raised on video games, and I know how to troubleshoot PCs. I know how to, do all that. And this guy, Raj, was like, yeah, it's fixed. And he kept telling me it's fixed. And I come out here tonight, and I said to myself after work, I said, I'm going to come up here, and Raj told me it's fixed. It's not going to disconnect again. And what does it do? No read after no read after no read. I'm actually about to sign off on y'all, but I'm going to post that it only read 3 shots, and then it gave me no read after no read after no read. I'm going to post that video too, just so you can see what I'm talking about. And that is exactly why you go to $4,000 range. Okay, so if you don't want those no reads and disconnects and internet instability, stay away from those $2,000 and under. I'm not telling you, one more time, I'm not telling you to go all the way up to $6,000 launch monitor. What I'm telling you is stay right at about $4,000. That's going to be your point. And I think I'm going to get the launch box next. It has an Ethernet port on it. But yeah, guys, I am extremely frustrated with all the waste of time that Flight Scope caused me and Skytrak caused me, and I'm about to go in. Have a good night, guys. And let me just preface it by saying one more thing. I am not a hater of Skytrak or mevo. I wanted badly for one to work out, because if you're a realistic person like I am, you want a $2,000 monitor to work for you, so you don't have to spend $3,000 or $4,000. But yeah, I really wanted Flight Scope to work. I really wanted Skytrak to work. I even bought the Pro packages on both. And what I'm just going to say is they both don't work. They disconnect. Especially to somebody, like I said, in a garage setting. Most of us golfers, guys, most of us that buy these launch monitors are in a garage setting, and you will get so much internet instability if you buy a flight scope and a SkyTrak. I'm out, guys. Yes, I'm upset, but I'll catch you later. Have a good night, y'all.